Hello friends, in my today's lecture I will discuss a very important entity in geometry. That entity is a right angle triangle. So right angle triangle in trigonometry, in geometry, this is a very important structure. Now the thing is, when the students first come across this right angle triangle, one thing is they know that a right angle triangle, it has one angle equals to 90 degree or a right angle. But sometimes they get confused that what other parameters, how we can define other parameters. Now what do I mean from other parameters? We know that in a right angled triangle, basically there is one right angle, that is 90 degree, and we know that these three sides, they are given some specific name. Like one side is given name of hypotenuse, one side is known as base, the other side is known as altitude or perpendicular. Now the thing is, hypotenuse is very easy to remember. We know that the hypotenuse is the longest of all the three sides. So that is hypotenuse. Very simple. But when it comes to perpendicular or altitude and base, then we get confused. The students, they get sometimes confused that out of these two sides, which side is to be taken as base and which side to be taken as altitude. So in this case, these both sides can be treated as base and both sides can be treated as perpendiculars. The thing is, it will depend upon that out of these two remaining angles, because one angle is already 90 degree. So out of the two remaining angles, with respect to which angle you are going to define the parameters. Now suppose in this triangle, if I measure the parameters with respect to this angle, then this side, now for simplification we may name it A, B, C. So in this case, this AB will become base and AC will become perpendicular. Now why does it become base? Because base is that side with which the hypotenuse makes some angle. So in this case, hypotenuse is making angle with AB. We are going to analyze this angle. So this side AB becomes base. At the same time, now consider this angle phi. So now in this case, the hypotenuse is making angle phi with AC, and we are going to analyze this triangle by taking this angle phi and ignoring this theta. So with respect to this angle phi, side AC will become base and AB, it will become perpendicular. With respect to theta, the side AB will become base and AC will become perpendicular. Whereas the hypotenuse will remain same because it is the longest side. Secondly, sometimes what happens, a right angle triangle may be drawn in some different orientation like this. So there also sometimes the students, they get confused that which side is hypotenuse. So again, whatever the orientation may be given, it is a thumb rule that the longest side will be the hypotenuse. Secondly, for simplification, the side which is just opposite to the right angle, that is your hypotenuse. So this is a thumb rule. So if you remember these two parameters, longest side and the side which is just opposite to the right angle, that side is always the hypotenuse. And next, with respect to which angle we are going to analyze this triangle. In trigonometry, if you are measuring sine theta, so we are considering this triangle, analyzing this triangle with respect to this angle theta, sine theta. So here it will become perpendicular, base, hypotenuse. If we are going to find sine cos for this angle phi, so in this case this will become perpendicular and this will become base. So the parameters, they will get changed. So I hope by watching this lecture, the students will be able to understand this right angle triangle, because once you are able to understand, it is a very simple concept. Once you are able to understand, then the basics of trigonometry, that will be very much simple for you. So I will be there with my next videos very soon. So thank you for now.